anyone else's grandmas like, or just guardians in general? Yeah, in general, I guess. Wow. Like, word of the wise, don't like stick your tongue out when you're wearing chapstick because it tastes freaking nasty. Maybe it's just the type of chapstick I'm wearing. I think it's Burt's Bees. Yeah, Burt's Bees does not taste good. It feels good on the lips. It's like very cooling and stuff, but it just doesn't taste good. It smells good though, but it doesn't taste good. Which I wouldn't imagine so. Chapstick isn't meant to be edible, but like, but anyone, is anyone else's like guardians or like people that they're living with that are like parental figures or grandmas or whatever, like every time it's nighttime and my light is on and like I have like the window open a little bit, like the blinds open or the curtain open, because I like when it's sunset, I love having the blinds open and looking out at the sunset. Like that's the one thing I like about night. Also stars, but I live in the freaking city, so I can't see this freaking nice stars. So, but like my grandma, every time it happens, she gets all mad at me and is all like, "You want to get shot? You're gonna get killed." Blah 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 blah. Like, I guess it makes sense, like that. She talks about how all the time, like, I'm pretty sure this is probably really exaggerated, but she was like, "I've heard a bunch of stories where like people have been shot in because their light was on or whatever." And then she was like, "Also perverts, blah blah blah." Also, recently I found out that hentai, which I know is a genre of anime that's interesting, but I recently found out that hentai in Japanese means pervert. And I was just thinking how appropriate it is for them to name that genre of anime that, because, anyways, yeah. So, like, my grandma's always paranoid whenever I have the blinds open and shit and the lights on, which I'm doing right now because you're leaning against my window and I can't have you leaning against my curtains because, yeah. Which, honestly, I hate these curtains. They're so, like they freaking look like hospital curtains. Like, boy, I don't want to feel like I'm in the freaking ER. But, like, we live right by the street. Our condo is right by the street. So, like, a couple years ago, Grandma was, like, and she's lived in this condo for, like, over a decade. And she just randomly decided, you know what? I hate the sound. And I can't stand the sound anymore. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, I'm going to get a soundproof curtains for both of us. And I was like, okay. And they were like $50 each. And, like, ridiculous. And I don't like mine. And Grandma's makes her room look like freaking dungeon-esque. And, like, she only has one little lamp that has light. And then she has, like, 2 windows, but, like, it's worse than my curtains because it's just, like, one giant curtain that covers the entire thing. And I'm just like, why, Grandma? Like, are you, like, trying to seem like a depressed emo child? Like, what? Like, excuse you. It also kind of reminded me of, like, my dad, because he used to work night shifts in SMUD security before he retired from it, but he's still in the military now. He's going to retire soon, though, like in a year or 2. But when he was working for SMUD, he was night shift, because he's a bit of a night owl, and so he would work night shifts, but, like, he would sleep during the day, so, like, he would have, like, black curtains and, like, black sheets. Well, not curtains, but, like, black sheets or, like, dark green sheets, like, covering the windows and everything. And, like, it was, like, pitch dark in his room all the time because he needed sleep and he's very sensitive, of course, whatever. But, like, yeah. There's a point to this video. Other than just me rambling. Even though I do that in every single video. But there's, like, a point to this rambling. Oh, we ended up not going to Arizona. And, like, I thought my dad wanted us to go, and that's why he texted me. He was, like, boarding the plane now, and I was, like, a bit late. Don't you think? And he was just like, yep. And his answers were just kind of, like, short and, like, to the point and very, like, I don't know, like he just seemed kind of like short-tempered. And then I asked him about Vietnam, and he was kind of like, nope. I was like, oh, that's why. Because he hasn't seen his girlfriend in like 5 months. And if he goes to Honduras, which he doesn't want to go if he can't go to Vietnam, that'll be 9 additional months, so he'll be mad. Yeah. So yeah, and there's like nothing I can do, so that's frustrating. But like there's not much a 16-year-old can do. Like, come on, like honestly, like. Oh my god, I just remembered something. I was watching this anime. Well, actually I was watching 2 anime, and they just happened to be romance anime because I was kind of bored and I didn't see. Because like a lot of the animes that I'm interested in, or that look interesting, they're like 500 episodes, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, probably more than half of those episodes are filler episodes and they're dumb, and like, but then I'd miss stuff that would like just happen to be 30 seconds part of the filler episodes, but like, it just gets so boring. Like, who the fuck sits down to watch 500 episodes? The same damn characters. Like, that's too fucking boring for me. Even though the storyline does look interesting. And so I've been figuring out that like the only ones, anime that are like kind of short are romance ones, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but sometimes they can be pretty funny. And so I was watching a couple of them, but then like I was just getting so mad because first there's this guy and this girl, like she was like, she was cold and it was raining and like she was looking for an umbrella, and then this guy came and he brought an umbrella and he's like, I will help you, after all you're a girl. And I was like, excuse you? I was like, what does her gender have anything to do with her needing a fucking umbrella? Like, a dog on the street needs an umbrella. Does that mean that he needs an umbrella because he's a dog? No, he needs an umbrella because it's fucking raining. Like, just pissed me off. And then, after I finished that one, I was watching this other romance one that was like, shorter than it a little bit, and I was like, okay, maybe it'll be less weird and like so triggering. Like, I was just getting so mad. Like, my inner feminist was like, bitch, no. And like, it happened again. He literally said, because you're a girl. And it was because she was wearing a yukata. Basically, hold on, it's like this, and like, which they're actually really uncomfortable, by the way. Anyways, they also go by kimonos, but like most anime call them yokatas. I don't really get it, but whatever. So she was wearing that, and then she was wearing her obi, which are basically like Japanese flip-flops that are wooden with like heels. Oh wait, no, that's not what it's called. Zori. Obi is like the waist thing. But like, she's wearing Zori, and they're like flip-flops, but they're wooden and they're high-heeled and blah blah blah. Well, they're kind of high-heeled. It's like they have like a little high heel in the front and then the one in the back, and I'm just like, the point of this? Whatever. And like, she was wearing them and she was walking with him through the fair, and then she ended up like tripping, oh so dramatically, and I was so, oh my god, she's so cute. And I was like, okay, this is bad decision. Like, I really just, is it so hard to have like an actual good horror or like action anime that's like 12 or maybe 16 episodes long? It does not need to be like 500 or 30 or 64, or like, I even met this one that was like literally over 1,000. I was like, what? Like, I was just like, oh my god. But like, so, and then she fell and she was like, oh my god, blah blah, and then her Zori fell off, and well, one of them did, like freaking Cinderella but Japanese style, and then there were like these little like imprints in her foot from like the Zori, like the thing, like, you know, flip-flops, and then like you have the thing, and then like it imprinted in her foot because they were too tight or something, and he's like, oh, they must be new, blah blah blah. And he's like, here, I'll help you. And she's like, no, I got it. I'm totally fine. But it was more like, no, I got it. Oh my God, no, I'm okay. Like, freaking drama. And then he was like, no, I must help you. You're a girl after all. And I was like, okay, just because she has ovaries instead of fucking balls and boobs instead of pecs does not mean that you need to help her with every little thing. Okay? Like, really? Like it's an obligation to help someone who's hurt. But like, don't use their gender as an excuse for that. Like, dude, like, really? Like, like, I mean, I love anime, but at the same time, like, certain animes just, like, piss me off. And maybe it's just me, or maybe it's just, like, my inner feminist, or, like, I don't know what it is, but, like, I just, like, just don't like it. And then maybe guys feel the same way about the men that are portrayed in the anime and manga, because they're always so, like, manly and, like, strong and, like, deep voiced and, like, or they're like little cute nerdy kids and like adorable, or there's the super kind jock kid, or they're the psychotic one that are like kind of cool but like they're psychotic. And then there's the hero, and then there's like, yeah, I think that's all the guy types. So like maybe guys get just as frustrated with the guy types portrayed in anime and manga as the girls do about the girl types that are portrayed in anime and manga. But at the same time, can't stop watching. Like, it's an addiction. And it's just so frustrating. Like, I can't. Like, why? And then I also have this thing where I hate popular anime. It's weird. Like, I can't watch it. Like, because usually when there's a popular anime, there's just so many spoilers that, like, there's really no point in even watching it anymore. And, like, when you do watch it, it's just, like, you just feel kind of, like, dirty and generic. At least for me. And I'm just, like, I don't want to be associated with all these people. Like, come on. Yeah. But then at the same time, the anime I watched, people were like, what? I don't know that anime. And I was like, yeah. So, like, even though I'm technically an otaku, like, nobody can really relate to me. So, like, I don't know. And then at the same time, I don't like being called an otaku, but, like, at the same time, I kind of do. But then, like, there's just so much negative connotations with otakus. And then also, like, remember the girl that I went to, like, her sleepover with or whatever? The two girls she was with. It pissed me off. I didn't say this earlier because I completely forgot about it, but I just remembered, and it pissed me off. But like low key, because I didn't want to like, you know, like get. But then I ended up just being like, bitch, you know, like how I used like let her like use me for like Uber and shit for her boyfriend or whatever. I finally was like, girl, no, like I'm done, like no. I'm not like letting you use me anymore for your fucking boyfriend, even though it lasted like maybe a month. And, like, the intervals where she used me were, like, 3. But, like, she kept asking to use me multiple times, and I just kept using excuses instead of just saying straight up fucking no. And so this time I just straight up said no. Like, I'm sorry, but no. And then, like, I don't know. I tried. Like, I really did try to be her genuine friend, but, like, she's just a bitch. Like, there's no way around it. Like, I always try to find the good in everyone, as cheesy as that sounds. Like, I always try to, like, find something, and I always, like, defend people if I don't know them that well, and people don't like them. But, like, and even if I don't necessarily like them, I'm just like, but there's got to be some reason why they're like that, blah, blah, blah. Well, I've, like, literally spent, like, a month with her, and, like, talked to her, and, like, done all this stuff, and I'm just, like, I haven't found one shred of evidence that, like, she's a nice person. Like, I can't. Like, I don't. Like, it's just really frustrating. But then, it was when we were at the sleepover, I always felt, like, kind of uncomfortable. And then, like, I remember I went to the bathroom at some point or whatever, and then I came back and the girl was like on my phone, and I was like, okay. And then I don't even know how she found my password, but like whatever. And then like so I was like going through my history, and she was on my manga, like, and I was like, what? Like, first of all, I didn't say you could go on my phone. Second of all, I didn't say you could go through my shit on my phone. Like, excuse you? The fuck? Like, that's like you fucking reading. I don't know. But like, come on, girl. Like, that's fucked up. And then she kind of insulted me and a couple of my friends because I have a few friends who like just love K-pop, and personally I don't really like K-pop, but like to each her own and his own or whatever. But like, and then she was like, they were asking what kind of music I like to listen to, and I was like, I don't know, I kind of like all. And then before I could even finish my fucking sentence, this bitch interrupted me. The same bitch that was on my phone going through my shit, by the way. She was like, oh, you probably listen to K-pop or some shit, right? You just seem like this type. And I was like, excuse the fuck you? Okay, when did I seem like that fucking type? Okay? Second of all, rude to put that in a fucking box of types. Like, bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? Fucking God? I don't think so. You're too fucking, like, retarded to be a god anyways. The fuck, bitch, shut up. If anyone, you'd be fucking... Who's a stupid-ass god? I don't think there are anyway. Oh, no, Aphrodite. Aphrodite's a dumbass bitch. Okay. And Hera, too, because she's stuck with Zeus, even though he cheated on her, like, 50 million fucking times. And then Hera, like... I'm talking about Greek gods over here. Hera... still stuck with Zeus after all that, and then every time he did cheat, she took it out on the girl, not her husband, despite the multiple cheating episodes he had. Like, who does that? Like, really? Obviously, the problem is not with the girl, it's with your fucking boyfriend or husband or whatever. Like, come on. Like, really? You want to stick with that shit? Like, no. Anyways, this girl was, like, just insulted me and was like, and like, I don't know, like, I just, and then like the one girl who I kind of liked in that group, she seemed kind of nice, but then like, I've just been like seeing her stories on like Snapchat and stuff, and they're like rude as fuck, and I'm just like, ooh, like, she seemed nice though, like, is she just pretending to be fake or angry? I don't even fucking understand, like, just like, I'm just like regretting ever going into that mess, because like, what the fuck? Like, the confusion, the anger, the what the fuck is this shit? Like, there's just like so much shit, and I don't understand, like, like, I don't at all. I'm like, I'm never going in that situation ever again. Like, girl, like, scarred for life, like, traumatized, like, wow, like, my life. Like, I'd prefer to have no life other than to being a fake-ass bitch like that and hanging out with all those people. Like, who the fuck, just, like, no words, no words. Yeah, I don't understand people, like, they're just so complex. Maybe that's why I like anime. I mean, there's so many types, but like, you know the types and you can predict what's going to happen spot on pretty much. Yeah. I don't know. I've always been pretty good at predicting shit. I don't know. It's weird. My dad said I got it from my grandpa because he's good at that too. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. The detective work, ha ha ha. Even though I'm not smart, for some reason I can predict. Although, to be honest, like, movies and shit aren't that hard to predict. Like, they're pretty easy. But yeah, I don't know. feeling weird about that whole situation. And like, I can't believe I forgot about that, because that's like just so crazy to me that someone would just like violate you and then insult you on top of that. Like, who the fuck even? Like, is that called a form of fucking bullying? Because I don't know. Like, I can't even fucking tell. But like, while we're on the topic, bullying is fucking awful. And like, and I heard that she, like, the girl that I first ended up talking with and who ended up using me, and I couldn't, like, literally could not discover anything good about her or anything, like, genuine, like, anything. I heard that she was bullied a lot, so that's why I was trying to, like, connect with her or whatever, but, like, and bullying is fucked up, and if that's what turned her into this fake-ass bitch who can't even trust anyone to be an ounce of genuine with, then I'm sorry, but, like, that's, yeah, I don't know, bullying is fucked up, but, like, at the same time, like, come on. And I've been ranting for 21 minutes. Awesome. People are not gonna watch this because, like, I just talk way too damn much. Yeah. Plastic sister has worked up a thirst. Don't know what that was, sorry. Yeah, I think I'm done. Oh, wait, hold on, I have to show you this thing. This might show how psychotic I am, but like at the same time it's kind of funny. So my grandma recently got, oh, I just realized there's icicles on it. This new calendar, and it's like animals, because I love animals and I'm like freaking dumb and like childish and blah blah blah. But anyways, it comes with these like little cute stickers, but like I never use them because like I never remember the dates or whatever. So after watching the anime and like hearing them say, it's because you're a girl that I have to do this, I got so fucking mad. I literally saw this across the room and like got up, stomped over and was like, fuck this, and like tore it to pieces literally. Like, oh my god. And then I stomped on it because I was just like, and it was a loud ass stomp. I was like, damn, my neighbors hate me. And then I just like huffed myself back onto the bed and then I continued watching the anime. But like, oh my god, I seriously have some issues. But at least I'm not fake. Like, at least I got that going for me. Whoa! If you're wondering where that landed, it landed crooked and weird and like everything spread apart because I don't know how to aim. Yeah. Okay. Bye.